about 2 days ago, I received 2 books that I ordered. One is Proteinaholic by Dr. Garth Davis, and the other is How Not to Die by Dr. Michael Greger. And I got 2 copies of this. One is to share with someone else, and then another is for me to read. Maybe I'll take one back to Australia and read it, but yeah, I got these 2 books because I've been wanting to read them for a long time. Proteinaholic is by Dr. Garth Davis. I follow him on Facebook, and he usually does really smart rants and links to studies, and I find them really interesting. Also, the cancer chapter of this book is available for free on the Proteinaholic website, which I'll link in the description box if you just want to check that out. But I wanted to read the whole thing because I was impressed by the cancer chapter. And I'll just read out a little summary. So this is pretty cool. They're both hardcover, and I got these from barnesandnoble.com. They were around $17 each, and if you spend over $50 or $40, you get free shipping. So I bought the 3 books, and I got free shipping on them. So, a summary of this book would be: protein is not the key to weight loss. It is actually one of the biggest factors behind the obesity epidemic. Animal protein is not the healthiest food we can eat. It is strongly associated with diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, Alzheimer's, and cancer. And third point is carbs are not the enemy. They are a source of energy and are staples in the diets of the longest living peoples in the world. And Dr. Davis's conclusions are supported by numerous scientific studies over many years in multiple countries. Meat, not carbs and not even sugar, provokes a state of inflammation. An immune system response that, when it becomes chronic, underlies virtually every one of our chronic disorders, including heart disease and diabetes. Consuming animal protein is also linked to weight gain and even issues related to fatigue and brain fog. So he distills the findings into this book, and each chapter is on a different disease. So he's got 3 parts actually. No, 4 parts. So part 1 is about Garth Davis himself, Garth Davis Proteinaholic, and that's about his past. And then part 2 is about how we became proteinaholics and about the Atkins diet and the paleo diet. Part 3 is about death and disease by protein. So it talks about the different diseases like diabetes. It's the meat that makes you sweet. Hypertension, protein puts us under pressure. Pretty smart titles. And then heart disease, skip the meat, keep the beat. Obesity, it's not about the carbs. And cancer, fleshing out the protein connection. So what I like about this book is that he links to the scientific studies, and all his references are at the back. So there's a comprehensive list of references at the back, so you can always look up the studies for yourself. And then part 4 is about how much protein we need, and then how to reduce animal protein, and he includes a meal plan at the end. So not only is it a book with scientific references explaining why animal protein is unhealthy and is linked to cancer and heart disease, but there's meal plans and recipes, so it's practical as well as informational. So that's about Proteinaholic. It's a hardcover book that comes with this cover. It's just black inside. So I look forward to reading that all. I'll probably be reading How Not to Die first. Or maybe I'll read this first, because I only want to take 1 book to Australia and then leave a copy for my husband to read, even though he doesn't really read. He prefers to watch videos. So then the other book is How Not to Die. This is by Dr. Michael Greger, founder of nutritionfacts.org. I refer to his videos all the time in my videos, and it's a growing website. I think now he's got 14 researchers helping him to maintain the website and expand the library of information on there. So that website is awesome because you could search almost any health topic, any food and you'll come up with information and videos about each topic. So you could type in dairy and find out about the health, I was going to say health benefits, but there's no health benefits, the detrimental effects of dairy and chicken or beef, or even healthy fruits like berries and beans. And you can look up different diseases and you'll come up with videos related to that disease. So I love that website. And he's got a YouTube channel as well where he posts the videos from his website onto there, and he's regularly posting. I think he's got over 100,000 subscribers now, which is great. And he also has annual lectures, and I always look forward to them because not only are they full of the latest science, but he makes it really entertaining. So I love to watch him. On to this book titled How Not to Die. So it's not about how to never die. Of course, everyone dies, but he titles it How Not to Die because in part 1, he lists 15 ways of how not to die. And each of those ways is from a different disease. So in the contents, he's got how not to die from heart disease, number 1, how not to die from lung disease, which is number 2, and then goes through this whole list of leading causes of death. So brain disease, digestive cancers, infections, diabetes, high blood pressure, liver diseases, blood cancers, kidney disease, breast cancer, suicidal depression, prostate cancer, Parkinson's disease, and iatrogenic causes. So I think a little bit of this might overlap with Dr. Garth Davis's book, but we'll see. I haven't actually read either of them in detail, but it would be cool to see what they say about the same studies, if they do look at the same studies. And then part 2 is the practical part. So there's an introduction, and then he talks about his daily dozen, what he includes in his diet. So just from this list, it says he includes beans, berries, fruits, vegetables, cruciferous vegetables, greens, other vegetables, flax seeds, nuts and seeds, herbs and spices, whole grains, beverages, and exercise. And some of you might know that Dr. Greger recommends 90 minutes of exercise every day, which seems like a lot, but he says that that's what the science shows, that the longer you exercise per day, the longer you tend to live. And yeah, so I look forward to reading through this, and just like in Proteinaholic, he's got all the references at the back in footnotes, and I look forward to just reading through this book. And then if there's a particular study that interests me or a particular sentence, then I can just look it up on my computer and have a look through the study to see what it says. So I highly recommend this book. I haven't, even though I haven't read it, it just looks so well presented and easy to understand and practical. I think it's important that books like this are practical. So yeah, I definitely recommend both of these books. They're worth the money, and even if you don't read it all yourself, you can share it with someone else in your life and get it as a gift, but only get it as a gift if they like reading. Yeah, so let me know what you think. Let me know if you've read the books yet and any other books that you might recommend. So see you in my next video. Bye.